Hello and welcome. Here we are again. Uh, this is actually a little bit of a surprise to me. I wasn't planning on doing this one. This actually literally just got sent to me. And it's BTS. BTS Would You Rather Dirty Edition Volume 1. So, warning, if you are under the age of consent, wherever you are, whatever that age is, whether it's 18, 21, 16, whatever it is, please, please, please don't watch this. There's plenty of content, plenty of BTS content that is not for mature people. I'm not going to censor myself. So, because I am expecting to have me talking and then other people responding to me talking. Still just really weird to me. But all right, so what I normally do if you're new to the channel is play a game of Would You Rather and answer honestly. Sometimes there are stories. Sometimes I laugh so hard I fall out of chairs and I'm still hurting from that. Sorry, earlier today. Okay, so that being said, you're all caught up. BTS, if you are again new to the channel, my bias in BTS is V and my bias record is Suga. However, I have a very soft spot in my heart for Jimin and J-Hope. The other members, you know, I like them, I care about them, but they're not really my favorites necessarily. All right, everybody has their own, you know, likes and dislikes. Okay, warning. Oh, also, if you're watching this, play along with me. I love like talking to people about things that they chose, you know, whether it's a house with 2 waterfalls, which I will always regret not choosing. What could have been? Could have had the house with 2 waterfalls. Okay, BTS Would You Rather Dirty Edition Volume 1. Warning, this video contains mature and smut content. Oh, hello, they're going right for it. If you, the viewer, is allergic to sexual content, is that really an allergy? I don't really feel like that is. Or underage, please turn this video off. I like the loading thing. The loading thing is really, really cool. I wonder if I could get one of those for one of my videos. I could use one. Enjoy your stay. Okay, they're just going right into it. Would you rather Jimin tease you or tease Taehyung? Well, you know, we've discussed. B is my bias. Tease Taehyung. Would you rather dressing room quickie with J-Hope or blowjob in the studio? Is that also J-Hope? No. Is that Suga? Their head is tilted in this really weird direction. So I think it was Sugar. So I'll go with the BJ in the studio with Suga. It's hard to really tell from the bottom. I never noticed that before. I think it's Suga. Would you rather Namjoon Dom or Dom Jin? I know this is going to kind of sound weird a little bit, but I've actually thought about this. I feel that Namjoon is a dom. So that's normal. If I was thinking about hooking up with him, I would kind of go into it knowing that. And I honestly feel like even though I feel like Jin tries to I don't know, be in control sometimes, but the only way he controls the other members is that they love him enough that they do what he wants them to do some of the time. But I don't think anybody's genuinely scared of Jin. So in this instance, since my options are which dom would I prefer, I'm gonna go with Namjoon. Would you rather a threesome with Jin and Jimin or Suga and V? That's an option. Oh boy, am I going Suga and V for reasons previously mentioned. And wow, Oddly enough, I don't think I'd ever thought about that. Huh. Oh, the music is starting to get sexier. I have the feeling we're going to get a little dirtier, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Would you rather have Namjoon call you kitten or have Jungkook call you Nuna? Oh, oh, this is hard. Wow. Again, I don't know that I ever thought about Jungkook calling me Nuna, but just saying that out loud kind of sounded good. Oh, wow. Do I have a previously undiscovered kink that I didn't know about? Wow. I don't know why, but that all of a sudden just sounded real, real good. When did Jungkook grow up? It's not fair. It's not right. I'm still gonna go with have Namjoon call you kitten. You know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My initial reaction is I like it better with Jungkook calling me Nuna, so I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I'm going with it. Ooh, the flashing light's a little annoying though. Would you rather Yoongi teases you with his tongue or you tease Jimin with nudes? Well, I don't know if you've heard, but Yoongi practices this very, very, very ancient skill. I believe it's called tongue technology. So, Yoongi. Would you rather Taehyung gives you hickeys on your inner thigh or you torture Jin with, okay, I don't need to read the rest. Taehyung gives me hickeys on my inner, okay, whoops. I'm sorry, y'all. No, no, don't go back. Oh, did it go back? I swear. See, when I start getting flustered with these questions, then my technological skills go out the window. I'm beginning to think that that dressing room quickie in BJ was Jin and not Suga. If that's the case, then I'm going with J-Hope. Where was I? Okay, we just done the kitten. Okay, here we are. Technology, yes, tongue technology. Check. Tongue technology. Okay, yeah. Taehyung gives you hickeys on your inner thigh. Oh, did I read this out loud? Taehyung gives you hickeys on your inner thighs. Torture Jen with kisses all night. Taehyung. Okay. Would you rather have a bisexual relationship with? Are they asking me if I'd like to have like a threesome relationship with the two guys and they have a relationship with each other? I think that's what they're asking. I don't know that I've ever actually heard to it referred to it as a bisexual relationship. Interesting. Okay, so my choices are Suga and J-Hope Soap or Jungkook and Jimin. Suga and J-Hope. I mean, if you're gonna have a relationship with two men, that sounds like a lot of work to me, but whatever. If I'm gonna have a relationship with two men, then it would be Suga and J-Hope, and for what I consider a very good reason, not just sexually, because Suga is dark. Suga has some mood swings, and I do too. And I think most artists do. And too often we're told that we shouldn't, but that's kind of part of the magic of creativity, I think. I'm not saying that you have to have issues or be dark in order to create great art. You don't, because there's J-Hope. And J-Hope is amazing. He is an amazing rapper. He's an amazing dancer. Oh my God, is he a good dancer? And his solo stuff is fantastic. I mean, I love it all. And he is probably the least dark celebrity I can think of. And I think that would be a more healthy relationship. I think all three of us would balance each other out. Boy, I turned the sex thing into a sorry, I got all serious. But yeah, I just think that would be a better balance. Whereas Jungkook and Jimin are similar in a lot of ways. I mean, I definitely think that Jungkook is more probably he's a little dark himself, but Jimin can be too. And so then that would leave me to be the sunshine in the relationship. And that's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. And I'm not really up for it. I can be the sunshine most of the time, but not all of the time. So I need somebody like J Hope in my life. Even even as a friend, J Hope, if you're listening, I doubt you are, because why would you? That'd be weird. I know I wouldn't want to listen to somebody talking about like imaginary sex with me. Okay, maybe I would. I'll walk that one back. sorry. Totally off topic. Okay. Sope, I'm going with Sope. Man, this music is bordering on 50 Shades of Grey level soft porn. Would you rather dance dirty with Namjoon or V? V. No question. Would you rather have sex in the car with Jungkook? Oh God, the car question. Always the car question. Or make out in the elevator with Jin? Okay, so, oh wow, this is a tough one. Have sex in the car with Jungkook or make out in the elevator with Jin? Sex in the car with Jungkook. Front seat only, and it must be a BMW 320, because they have the most leg room in the front, and I'm going based on the car, the car sutra, which if you don't follow me, it's a book that I've mentioned in another video, and it's basically all the Kama Sutra positions done as if it's a car manual. It looks like a car manual, and it tells you which cars have the best uh, interiors for different sex acts. And so, yes, sex in the car with Jungkook, but it has to be a BMW 320. Would you rather have Yoongi watch you masturbate or watch Hosik masturbate? Yoongi watch me masturbate. By the way, kudos to you for spelling masturbate right both times. I've seen it done incorrectly before. But you don't have to capitalize masturbate if you didn't do it in the other sentence, if there's sentences and not phrases. Sorry, grammar. Why did I get a major in English lit? It was wrong. Wrong of me. Would you rather have all of the boys dominate you or, whoops, have all of the boys submit to you? I feel like this is a very existential question. Um, wow. Okay. There's 7 of them. Um, huh, uh, see, the thing is that normally I'm submissive in a relationship. Not all the time. There are times where I'm very much in control of things. But in general, I don't know if it's a byproduct of being short. Excuse me. Been talking a lot today, and this question has given me a bit of a dry throat. Hold on. I don't know if it's because I'm short. And so I look young too. I've always looked young. So when people first get to know me, they'll sometimes think I'm younger than I am. I can't even tell you how many times I get carded. Sometimes for places where it's like 18 and up. Hasn't happened for a while. Been a couple years now, so that's good. I'm glad that's not happening anymore. But I still do sometimes get carded for being 21, especially if I've got my hair like in pigtails or braids or whatever. Then I really look young. And this question is going really long, and I'm trying to just think, and so I'm talking while I'm thinking. Uh, I'm gonna say, oh my God, 7 of them telling me what to do all the time. No, see, that's just it. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I can be submissive to one person some of the time, and then they've got to allow me to be dominant some of the time. But 7 of them dominating me? No, 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 no. There's a famous comedy show in America, and it's called In Living Color. And there was a character on there called Homie, and he was a clown, but he was like the worst clown in the world. And he would often say stuff like, "Homie, don't play that." This homie don't play having 7 guys tell her what to do. 1, yes. 7, no. So I guess they're all going to have to submit to me. They look excited about that. Okay. Would you rather have blank as your pet slave? Is this just going to continue to get darker as we go on? Because if it gets much darker than this, I'm going to have to call a timeout. Who would I rather have as my pet or my slave? V or Jimin? What kind of question is this? This is just wrong on so many levels. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. I'm going to go with V because he's my bias. But if I were to say who would make the better slave, Jimin, hands down. I think V's like me. I don't think V could be dominated for too long. V is such a character for me. Yeah, whatever. You sat with me this long. We're like 10 minutes into this sucker, so you can listen for 2 minutes. I feel like sometimes I feel like we don't know V at all. That the character of V that he portrays in BTS is just that, a character. Every once in a while, he has little moments where I feel like he's being completely genuine and real. And in those moments tend to happen when he's angry about something, or he's upset about something. I've heard some people describe him as being maybe not so bright, not in a like any way other than he thinks differently than most people do. And I would agree with that. I think that he definitely exists in a different world than most of humanity does. But I don't think that he's alone in that world. I think there are a lot of people that think the way he does. And that is a great way to think personally. And so I feel sometimes he can play that up. He'll play it up and like play the quote unquote, I think in what was it when they were in the American Hustle, one of the guys that was training them said that he was the dumb blonde of the group. And I think in a way that's what he tries to portray sometimes in the group. And then other times it's just like he can't be bothered and he's just himself. But he's an actor, and I've seen him act and he's very good. So that leads me to believe that probably a lot of what he portrays is not necessarily the complete picture of him. And so in that way, he fascinates me. And I don't think that he is the type that could be controlled. I don't think he would have a relationship with someone that tried to control him. I don't think he wants a relationship where he's controlling the other person. If there was anybody in this group besides Namjoon, I would actually say, well, no, Namjoon, sometimes I think he can be a dom. But if there was anybody else in this group besides V that I would say you would probably have a very equal relationship with, like nobody would be on top, nobody would be on bottom. You guys would be equals meeting, and at the same level. And that doesn't mean you couldn't have fun and do fun, sexy things, one person on top and another person on the bottom, or, whips, chains, whatever you're into. I'm not saying that wouldn't happen. But what I'm saying is that I have a belief that I think that you couldn't make Tay a slave. You couldn't. It's just not in him. So, and I'm not saying that that makes Jimin any less of an interesting person. I think Jimin is fascinating as well. I would love to see Jimin dance for like an hour. I don't need him to sing. I would love to see him dance. The way he moves his body is insane. He reminds me of Mikhail Baryshnikov. I saw, here we go, story time. So I saw Mikhail Baryshnikov when I was a little girl, really, really young. And I can't begin to describe how amazing and beautiful and life-changing it was to see him dance. Like it was like it's like when you're out in nature, or out in nature, when you're outdoors and you see just the most beautiful butterfly, like all different kinds of crazy colors, and maybe they're iridescent, like green and blue. And it hits you like how beautiful things in this world can be. And that a butterfly is so amazing that it's that beautiful and it flies and it exists in a way completely alien to you because we're humans and so we don't think that way. And for me, that's what watching Baryshnikov dance was like. It was like he was made to do it, like that every cell of his being was meant to dance. I mean, he leapt up into the air crazy so many times that just like, how is he even doing that? And for me, and I mean this as a complete compliment, like Jimin is my number, I think 2 or number 3 favorite dancer in K-pop because he has that same thing. There is something, even when he's just standing there, he stands differently. He has an amazing, amazing body and he's a great artist. And I feel like I took a long time on this question, but I hate these kinds of questions. I don't like to refer to anybody as a pet or a slave. They're a person. And so that's why I have a hard time just saying, da, 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 this is my answer. I want to make sure you guys know that I don't think this way, and I don't want that. I don't want it. The only problem with this font is I'm having a hard time seeing it when it's up against black stuff. Okay, sorry. Shower sex with Hosik. Have sex on the beach with Namjoon. Uh, Shower sex with Hosik. I prefer shower sex over sex on the beach. Sex on the beach involves sand, lots and lots of sand. I just have to put it out there. Like, I'm like sort of like, I've always thought of myself. Have you ever read that story, The Princess and the Pea? And like, it's like the prince isn't going to marry a girl unless she can feel like a pea under the match. I don't know. I don't remember the whole premise of the story, but I do remember feeling like I related to that because like, I'm very particular about things. And if I'm having sex, I don't want to be concentrating on the fact that sand is filling up in my underwear. I want to just concentrate on the sex, not the logistics of the sex. Have Yoongi, oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to pause so you guys can hear me with the microphone I'm using. Have Yoongi as your teacher and getting an A plus in sex ed class. Have Yoongi as your teacher and getting, no, that's incorrect grammar. Have Yoongi as your teacher and you're getting an A plus in sex ed class. Or have Jungkook as your boss and get a bonus on your paycheck. Well, now here we go. Uh, I've honestly been waiting for one of these questions to come up. I'm surprised it's taken until now. There's usually 1 or 2 questions in one of these that border on not okay behavior. And having a teacher sleep with one of their students, which seems to be the premise of this, not okay. Having your boss give you money, one would assume, because you're having sex with him, is again not okay. So I'm going to pull the card that I invented for myself a while ago, which is I'm refusing to answer this question. And again, because for me, this is neither one of these things is okay at all. Teachers shouldn't be sleeping with students and bosses shouldn't be giving money or sleeping with their employees ever. That's just my opinion. I feel like I've taken all the fun out of this. Sorry, guys. So when I push pause, like it disappears. Okay, there we go. All right. Would you rather marry Suga or Jin? Well, Suga, of course. Think about how fascinating your life would be if you married Suga. Either that or you would just get so much sleep. Like you could finally sleep without anybody bothering you because he'd be fine with that. You wake up in the morning, oh, it's Sunday. Do we really have to get out of bed? Let's just stay in bed all day and eat pancakes. How are we gonna eat pancakes? Oh, well, there's some microwave pancakes. See, I've got it all planned in my head. Mary Sugar. Oh, I see. It's quickly going through, and you have to. Okay, sorry. So I'll do this fast. Mary J Hope or Namjoon? J Hope. Mary Jimin or V? V. Mary Jungkook? No, I already chose V. I said yes to V. I like that picture though. Can I make it stay? There we go. That's a really nice picture. I don't know that I've ever seen that one. Is it just me or does Namjoon look like top in this picture? Crazy. I guess it's the angle. Jesus Lord. Seriously, I mean, how does he keep getting better looking? Every time you see him, it's like he startles you with how pretty he is. You know what? I mean, I love V to death. Don't get me wrong. I love V to death. And I would love to have a conversation with V. I would like to talk about photography and places he's visited and places I've visited and share stories. I think it would be a lot of fun. I don't think I could look him in the face like when I was talking to him. I mean, he's just so pretty. I've dated a couple of guys that were like, I'd see other people turn their heads when he walked by and stuff. But I have never dated someone that pretty. And so, wow. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Suga and Jimin are gorgeous and well, they're all good looking in their own very much ways. But I've never seen any man in my life that I thought was more beautiful except for David Bowie. But David Bowie was beautiful in a different kind of way. David Bowie definitely had handsome features, but it was who he was on the inside that made him more attractive. And I think maybe that's what goes on with me with V too. Like who I think he probably is on the inside and just some of the things that he's done and shown. I love his reaction to animals and kids and all that kind of stuff. And I think that he's genuinely a good person. And so that makes him even more attractive. And the more he gets comfortable with who he is, the better looking he's going to get, which means, oh God, we're all in for it. We're all in for it. Okay, that being said, that is the end of the BTS Would You Rather Dirty Edition. Sorry I took a little long on some of the questions and maybe killed the mood some with... I can't help it. If I have a problem with a question, I'm just going to tell you guys. I'm not going to hide it and just answer it because that's not who I am. Hopefully that you'll come back and listen to me again. I will see you soon. Take care. Be safe and bye.